94.5 PST. Did you miss anything with Chris, Joe, and Gianna on Chris and the Crew? Catch up now. This is Chris and the Crew on Demand, sponsored by Trinity Rehab. Schedule an appointment now at trinity-rehab.com. Help me out. It's What Should I Do, Crew, on 94.5 PST.
Joe, all I heard at first was love triangle.
Let's go. Menage a trois.
I figured you'd be excited
Hump day.
I don't think that's it, but Kenzie is here. And I hear you don't want to hurt one of your friend's feelings. Is that right? I'm hearing love triangle. What is going on?
Hi. This guy, like, he's the sweetest guy, and, like, we've been friends forever, and he's been bugging me to set him up with one of my best friends who's, like, we've also known for years, but I already know that she's, like, totally not into him.
Oh,
wait, so you know that for a fact already?
Like, yes. I told her, and she's not interested in him in that way, like, at all.
so she wants to friend zone him.
Yeah. I mean, I feel so bad. Like, I don't want to, crush him, you know?
Oh, poor guy. Like, she won't even give him a chance? Like, who knows what could happen?
No, like, won't even consider it.
Yeah, so like how do you tell him she doesn't even want to try and give him a chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I need help with. Like, the tricky part is they're already friends, so I don't want to ruin their friendship either.
Ugh, I hear you, because this could, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. I've tried just not bringing it up and, like, kind of ignoring it and hoping it'll go away.
And then what happened after that?
He keeps bringing it up and asking if I've talked to her yet.
Oh, so he hasn't moved on. Like, he is full steam ahead with this. He wants her.
Yes. So, like, I don't know. You have to help me. Like, how do I handle this? I don't want to hurt his feelings.
And I'm sure you don't want to keep bugging your friend about this either.
Right.
All right, we're going to open the phones. So we're going to get you some advice. So just hang on a minute. I'm going to put you on hold, put you in our little radio green room here, and then we'll get you some advice, and then we'll tell you what they all said in a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right, yeah, hang on. Ugh, I hate being in the middle of friends.
Yeah, this is
It's such
messy.
an ick situation. But I guess he really likes her, so he's trying to work his way in. But why doesn't he just do it himself?
Right. Yeah. Why is the pressure on her?
Yeah, I kind of feel bad because I've been that friend.
Right.
I've been her.
But
And it is uncomfortable.
does she just keep having to ignore it to kind of avoid conflict, or does she have to sit him down?
And if she ignores it, shouldn't he get the hint?
Right.
Guys are kind of dumb.
All
So
right,
I
you
think
know
she's
what?
got to say, you ugly. She not into you.
Stop it.
Because clearly that's what it is.
Stop. All right, let's open the phones. What should she do?
What should she do?
I can't help myself.
Call the crew now, 609-243-9778, or tap the chat button on the 94.5 PST app.
Before it's Chris and the Crew, Chris, Joe, and Gianna. So she's got these friends, and one friend wants to get with another friend, basically. Her guy friend wants to get with one of her girlfriends, and she already knows that her friend is not into him. I guess she's said something before, totally not into it. Maybe because they've been friends all forever. You know what I mean? But he keeps asking. She doesn't want to hurt his feelings. So what the heck does she do?
This is stressful for Kenzie, even
Yes.
though this has literally nothing to do with her, and I feel kind of bad. So let's see. Ellie is in Yardley in the PST app chat. She said she just needs to tell the guy that her friend is not interested, whether if she values their friendship or not, or whatever. But he is not going to stop asking until she does this.
May just have to rip the Band-Aid.
Oh,
But that's
God.
so awkward. You know me. I avoid confrontation at all costs.
Nikki and Jackson said she should tell him to approach the friend on his own and not be in the middle. It's not fair to her. I'm actually seeing a lot of that. Lisa in Ridley Park also said she needs to stay out of it. She needs to tell him to go to her friend directly because she doesn't want to get in the middle of it.
I honestly think that's the best advice. Let's just tell her that.
Yeah.
Because that's not fair to her.
No, that's so stressful.
Yeah.
Knock the guy down a peg. Tell him he's not a catch.
That's not her
you
job,
can
though.
say that, Joe.
Yeah, tell me my advice.
All right. Hey, Kenzie.
Hi.
Everybody is saying take yourself out of this and say, look, I don't want to be in the middle of this. You approach her yourself. If you want a chance, you do it. I'm out.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Seriously. Just say, look, I don't, we're all friends. I don't really want to do this. I mean, what's he going to say? Like, Just say you're not going to do this.
That's a great. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're
I feel like
good.
that's a good idea. No one can get mad at me if I have stepped
Just
back.
tell him he's
That's
got to be
true.
a big boy and go get his own girlfriends.
True.
Right.
Good luck. If you're traveling for Thanksgiving, like on a plane next week, there's some hope if you lose your baggage that you're going to get it back. It's Chris, Joe, and Gianna. Right. This has to do with your AirTag.
Yeah, so apparently if you put AirTags on your luggage, apparently there's going to be a new feature in Apple's next software update.
Oh, so
Where
not yet.
Not yet.
Is it in time for Thanksgiving or no? Probably not.
Let's see. It's in the process now. So it says
Okay.
early next year it should be fully available, but you could basically share the item's location with your airline. So if your airline loses your bag or something happens, you can give the information from your Find My app and it'll go right to the airline. As of right now, it's only Delta that's publicly partnered with Apple
I've
on
heard
it.
a bunch of other airlines are jumping on this, though, right?
But yeah, 14 other airlines have also signed up.
This is good. I mean, you have more of a chance of getting your bag back, right, Joe? Are you traveling next year?
Well, yeah. Next week, but yeah.
Well, no, not okay. Yeah,
This will
That's
not,
not going to
no.
help you.
I don't
but
check.
in the
I
future-
try. I also try not to check bags in general. Try, depending on the trip. Certainly try. So, but yeah, I've lost a bag.
That's a pain.
It's amazing the way they bring it to you, though.
It
It's
shows
arrived.
up right at your doorstep.
Sure, they deliver
It's
it. They have a little
crazy.
That
van
is
and a
crazy.
courier. I will say, the last time I lost a bag, it was very, very, very quick to get it back. I was
Well,
shocked.
that's good.
Yeah, I've never lost a bag before. I mean, I've been very lucky when I've traveled, but I remember seeing this girl. She went viral on TikTok like maybe a few months ago at this point, but she lost her bag and she was traveling inside the US and her bag ended up in like Switzerland or something. Like it was like in Europe and she was only traveling in the US. It was crazy.
I have a friend like Joe who refuses to check bags. You should see the way she rolls up clothes and puts things in shoes.
It's a skill.
It is a skill to pack like that. And
It
she
is.
just carries a backpack on, throws it up in the the overhead carrier or whatever. Never has to go to baggage claim. She's on her way to her vacation.
Such a skill.
It is.
It's Can't Beat Chris. Can't Beat Chris on 94.5 PST.
Let's do it. Let's get our opponent on the line. Good morning, PST. Who is this and where are you from?
Good morning. This is Mina from Lumberton.
Good morning, Mina. What do you do down there in Lumberton?
Well, I'm just dropping my son off at school right now.
Okay. It's just a normal
No help
mom
from
days.
the other moms. No help from everybody
Stand
in school.
outside the car and get the help. Okay. You doing some of those carpool lanes or whatever we do when we drop off?
Yep.
All right. Chris Rollins, you go out to our carpool lane, our soundproof room. She won't hear your answers. We're going to ask you 3 questions, Mina. When Chris comes back, she'll get the same 3 questions and we'll see who gets more right, okay?
Yep.
All right. First question coming your way. Your quiz starts now. It's Michael Clifford's birthday. He's the guitarist from the band 5 Seconds of Summer. What country is that band originally from?
Gosh. England?
You want to lock in England?
Yeah.
Question number 2. The final movie from the Hunger Games series was released 9 years ago today. What is Jennifer Lawrence's character's name in the movies, The Hunger Games?
Oh, Kat Everdeen?
You want to lock it in?
Yes.
And question number 3, you got a 50-50 shot at this one. Kourtney Kardashian was spotted out and about in LA. True or false? She is the Kardashian sister who owns the brand Skims. Kourtney Kardashian, the brand Skims.
False.
You want to lock in false?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Let's bring Chris back into the room. Can't Be Chris, powered by Legoland Discovery Center, Philadelphia. Jump into a world of creativity, color, and playful learning. Info and tickets at philadelphia.legolanddiscoverycenter.com. All right, Chris.
Hey there.
You ready to bring your A game?
I sure am.
All right, let's see how you do. All of Mina's answers are locked in. Now you're going to get the same 3 questions. Here we go. Question 1 for Chris. It's Michael Clifford's birthday. He's the guitarist from the band 5 Seconds of Summer. What country is that band originally from?
Oh, I love 5 Sauce and I love their accents too. Australia.
Chris said Australia. Mina said England. Australia is correct.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's not a bad guess. A lot of bands are from England.
Very true.
True.
Not
Very
a
true.
bad guess.
Yeah,
Nina.
and both accents.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 2. The final movie in the Hunger Games series was released 9 years ago today. What is Jennifer Lawrence's character's name in those movies?
Katniss Everdeen.
So you both said Katniss Everdeen, and you're both correct.
Katniss Everdeen.
Good job.
I wanted to say it like the movie.
Chris 2, Mina 1. Could come down to this final question. Let's see. Kourtney Kardashian was spotted out and about in Los Angeles. Now, true or false, Chris? She is the Kardashian sister who owns the brand Skims.
Wait, which one did you say?
Kourtney.
Oh, no, it's Kim. So false.
You both said false, and you're both correct. But unfortunately, Mina, that means that Chris took the win today.
Congratulations.
Mina, give us that phrase of shame. I know it'll hurt,
way
but
too
you
much
give it
about
to
the
us.
Kardashians.
I'm Nina from Lumberton, and I cannot be Chris.
Almost, though. Almost.
It does hurt a little bit, but we got you a pair of tickets to see Tyler, the Creator, hit the Prudential Center on July 27th.
Oh, that's awesome. My son will love that.
Yeah, it's a popular show. Tyler, Creator, brings the Chromacopia World Tour to the Prudential Center on July 27th. You can purchase tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Listen tomorrow morning at 7:40 for another chance to beat Chris on 94.5 PST. It's Chris and the Crew's Daily Scoop.
Liam Payne's funeral is today. His family, his closest friends, his girlfriend, Kate, the 1D boys, all expected to be there. They're trying to keep it, obviously, as private as possible. They want to mourn him. But we'll see. I'm not sure we're going to see much from this because
Yeah.
they're really trying to keep it private.
Like, I feel like the most we're going to see is people walking in and
Yeah.
out of the church.
That's probably going to be about it. Some candle lanterns were out front. They were decorating, leading up to this. Lots of flowers, white roses were put out front and stuff.
Makes me so
very
sad.
So there's buzz that Taylor Swift and Kendrick Lamar might be secretly working together on a new track. That's interesting.
Well, they did that
Yeah,
Bad
they
Blood.
did Bad
Yeah.
Blood. So
Yeah. So AMC Theater says no singing, Joe, when you go to Wicked.
you're going to have to stop me. Somebody's going to have to duct tape my mouth shut.
And Joe's like, thank God.
I'm gonna look at my boyfriend, and I have a friend third wheeling our date night, and I was like, you guys can have your date night with my boyfriend. It's fine.
They say you can dress up, but they really want you to refrain from singing so everybody can watch them.
Joe, I'm going to show up next to you and I'm going to be like, you.
No, you're not
will
allowed. And they also started sing-along showings starting Christmas for that month. So a month in, starting Christmas Day, you can buy
Yes.
tickets for
So you
sing-along
just have
showings.
to wait, but
Yeah.
it's
Tell
not
them
going to be next week.
how I'm defying gravity.
I love Wicked, by the way, but I think this night is gonna be too much for me.
Silence is golden, they remind you in AMC. So Diddy is being sued by 2 more alleged victims, one female, one male. Both claim they were drugged and then forced to do sexual things, not only to him. The female says she was forced to do things to his security team also. Like, what in the
is going
world?
on?
And his jail cell was raided. Like, he can't even just be in jail without causing trouble.
I know.
His jail cell was raided. They had suspected drugs and contraband, even, they say, and notes were seized. He was trying to slip notes to people that were visiting him to tell them to pay off witnesses and find dirt on the victims.
Oh my God. This
I
man
mean-
needs to
He thinks
stop.
he's God. It's really annoying me.
This is
He
really
also
annoying.
was behind, they think he was behind those Instagram posts on his birthday and stuff as well, telling his family to post so that they'd show up in court and be like, look, daddy's
Take
such
his
a nice
rights
man.
away. Take his rights away.
Unbelievable. All right, there's the scoop. Got himself a new job.
Yep.
It's Chris and the Crew. It's Chris, the
Joe.
Reverend Joe,
The
Not
very
the
holy
Reverend.
Reverend.
Gianna. You think this is a bad idea. I know you do.
This is something.
So Joe's friends asked him to officiate their wedding.
So it's actually my best childhood friend's little sister. I was quite an honor. And do you guys think it's a bad idea? So I want to hear from anyone who's gone online and gotten their officiant license, 609-243-9778. I want to hear from brides who have done this.
I wanna hear,
to
yeah.
convince you guys that
I
it's a
wanna
good
hear
idea,
from
that have
people
hired their friends.
who actually hired who actually had a friend officiate their wedding. I'm not sure this is a great idea.
Can I make my case to you? I think you both don't give me enough credit for how much I am a man of the people and how much people love me.
You hate people.
What? You do
and how much
hate
I love
people.
love.
No, you
hate-
don't.
First of all, you just said not even looking forward to the holidays coming
That
up.
has nothing to do with love.
You've got it. You're in a relationship. You should be happy about these things. I don't know. And then, okay, can we make our case?
No, I haven't finished my case.
You're not even on time for the show at all.
Doesn't matter.
You're going to
The
show
wedding-
up on time to the wedding?
The wedding waits for the guests
No.
of honor.
Here's the thing.
I'm one of the 3 most important people in that wedding.
Joe, I hate to say this, and
I
this
am
is
the
going to
3rd
sound
most important person in that room.
this is going to sound pretty personal, and I think I mean this personal. My boyfriend and I, when the time comes, we have this thing where our friend is going to officiate our
Are
wedding.
you serious?
Yes, but he's a holy guy, and
Well,
he
that's
like
because you
loves
want a
this
more
stuff.
religious aspect. They don't want a religious aspect. They want someone who knows
what do they
them.
want?
What aspect do they want?
Messy.
Not every wedding is religious, right? We've
No,
been to
agreed.
like this is more like personal. They want personal anecdotes.
Joe,
and
when
such.
we have parties around here at the office, you run away and hide from people in the office.
That's my coworkers. I don't like them. These aren't people that
You're not-
these are people I grew up with
You are
and I
a
love.
self-admitted-
She's like she's the closest thing I have to a little sister.
You're a self-admitted non-people person, and you're going to stand up in front of an entire wedding.
When I have given wedding toasts, they have had the crowd on their feet. Hooting and hollering.
And
Yes.
also, how many times, Gianna, you can help me out with this. How many
Okay.
times do we have to tell Joe here in the studio, slow down?
He is a
you don't
hyper
even
fella.
Take a breath when you speak.
But that's because I'm going to be so passionate into
He's a hyper
this.
little man.
And so I have gone online. And you know what the best part is? I'll tell you guys
I'm
what the best.
ordained. I know all about
Can
this.
I tell you what? Yeah, but I bet you don't
you
know
are?
this.
I'm ordained.
I bet you don't know this.
I can do your wedding.
Where's your
Gianna.
parking pass? Do you have your ordained parking pass? Because I got mine in the mail this week.
Look, the phone's already ringing.
It's already people saying this is a great idea and want to hire my services. So in addition, not only in addition to how great I'm going to be, if you want to hire my services, call us right now. I'm available
I'm
for
not
the
sure
booking.
that's why they're calling.
I'm
but
newly ordained.
Do you think this is a good idea? Has anyone had their friend do their wedding and had it been successful? All right, 6:00. It's 94.5 PST, your number one hit music station. Tell me what you think about Joe being a wedding officiant.
Quite good. Dearly beloved.
Oh,
Actually, I'm not allowed to say that because I'm not religious.
His friends have asked him to
Have honored
be
me.
the officiant
Can't even say officiant.
at their wedding. And I said to him, you may want to say to them, thanks, but no thanks,
yeah.
before you mess up their wedding.
You're going to be amazed. I'm telling you, we're going to revisit this in August.
Is that when it is?
Yeah. And I think in fact, I might try to get you both invited to the ceremony
Oh,
just to come watch.
I might come just to
Yeah, I
see this circus show.
I mean, as a performer, I think I'm allowed +1 at the show, right?
For someone who doesn't even like to
At the show?
be in front of people, you get all nervous when people are around and stuff. You hide when we go to work things.
He just said the show. Joe, you're acting like as if
It's
you're
a
the
performer.
star.
Yeah.
No, you're not the star of this day.
Oh, well.
He'd like to be.
Oh,
You know,
Wait.
Joe.
They know what
Loves
they're
to be
When
the
I
main
tell you,
attraction.
these people absolutely know what they're getting. They have known me. She has known me her entire life, this bride.
All right, let's go to the phones. Lyndon Trenton's on the line. Lyndon, did you have a friend do your wedding?
Linda.
Hello.
Hey, Linda, good morning.
Good morning.
You're on with us live. Did you have a friend do your wedding?
Actually, it was my son-in-law's best friend's brother. He went online, got certified. It was during COVID, so he and his family couldn't make it. They were out of state. So we set up a stand, hooked him up to an iPad, speakers, and he did a ceremony.
And it was great,
And
right?
you don't regret it at all?
No, and most of my family and friends didn't know. They were like, where was the officiant? I said, it was on the iPad stand. Had no idea.
Huh. Now, let me ask you, do you listen to the show regularly, Linda?
What was that? Yes. Oh, yeah, all the time.
Do you-
I called in.
Do you feel like you feel like you know Joe?
Yeah, he just has to be on time. That's my concern.
There you go.
yeah, Linda.
There you go.
They won't start without me. They
No.
won't start
But you're
without
going
me.
to piss people off if you're
and then
so
Joe's
late.
gonna come in
What
with a
wedding has
Dunkin'
ever truly
coffee.
started on time? What wedding have you been to that truly,
knows?
if it's a 2:00 wedding, everyone knows it really starts at 2:30.
2:30.
No, Joe, that's not how that works.
That's not that
And
way.
if
I'm
somebody
already going to
tells you,
have pre-meetings with the venue and stuff. I'm bringing it. Don't forget, I used to DJ weddings and I was quite good at that.
Oh, my.
Were you on time?
All right. Who's saying what in the app chat, Gianna?
Chris, you're not going to like this. Diane in Hamilton said, "Go for it, Joe. I believe in you. By the way, a friend of mine got ordained last year and officiated a friend's wedding, and she said it was the best time ever."
You better prepare.
I already have printed I already started a binder. Friends of mine who have done it. I watched a couple of videos online. If you both, we could keep following up on this. I'm holding a meeting with the
You have
couple.
to shave so you're decent looking.
Okay. Well, my mom is probably going to be there, so I will have to shave.
Oh,
Who else?
my.
Who else, Gianna?
Cam in Levittown said, "My husband officiated my niece's wedding. It was his first one, and it went really well until all three of them forgot to exchange the rings.
Oh, no,
They
Joe.
did their own vows, totally forgot the rings, but then everybody just laughed
You
about
need a
it.
schedule.
That's what
I'm
a
gonna help
rehearsal
you.
is for. No, you
I'll help
don't.
you.
I don't need your help.
Be about this actually. It's Chris and the crew, by the way. Chris, Joe, and Gianna. Joe's boyfriend is making him go like opening night. When are you going tomorrow?
Going tomorrow, yeah. I know some people have been going all week and stuff, but yeah.
So here's the deal. They want everyone to know that silence is golden and they don't want singing in the theaters. You hear that, theater kid over there?
I am so heartbroken about this. I want to get up. I want to sing. I want it to be like a karaoke night.
Yep. So singing on the list of no-nos for guests in the theater.
Thank God.
Popular. You're gonna be popular.
I'm not going to watch theater kids do a live performance of it. I'm going to watch Ariana Grande and Cynthia sing it.
Apparently there are showings coming up where you are allowed to get up and sing and dance.
Now, those will be specific ones that you will buy tickets to, and those start like around Christmas, I think, right, Chris?
Yeah, but not now.
Not
I am
now.
going to put
Not now.
green body paint on, and I am going to be there defying gravity.
They say you're welcome to wear a costume and makeup and stuff, but no singing in the theater.
That is not cool.
Joe's like, thank God.
A friend of mine is coming with us too, and she was like, "Oh, I think I'm third wheeling it." And I was like, "Honestly, you can sit with my boyfriend. You two can have all
Is
your
he going
girly
to
fun."
dress up like a witch?
I don't think so.
Oh, he
now I'm a little
better.
worried. Now I'm a little
He
worried.
better.
It's Chris and the Crew's Daily Scoop.
Liam Payne's funeral is actually going on right now. We've been watching like live shots of it. Looks like all the One Direction boys are there. We saw Harry, we saw Niall, we saw Zayn. Was that everybody, G?
Yeah, Harry, Niall, Zayn, and Louis were
Louis.
there. And
Yeah.
then
His girlfriend's there, Kate Cassidy.
Simon Cowell was spotted there.
So, yeah, very sad. It was decorated with candle lanterns out front the church. It's right outside of London. White flowers everywhere. We'll keep you posted.
It's just terrible.
So there's buzz that Taylor Swift and Kendrick Lamar might be secretly working on a new track. Interesting. Diddy being sued by 2 more alleged victims. My God, I think there's like over 120 now.
It's awful.
Sick. This time it's a male and a female. Both are claiming they were drugged and then forced to do sexual things that they really didn't even have any recollection of until they kind of woke up out of their dazed state. You can check out the trailer for the Netflix special, A Nonsense Christmas with Sabrina Carpenter on the 94.5 PST Instagram story. It looks cute. I know you're excited about it, right?
I am. I love Sabrina.
Me too. Check this out. Delta Airlines has partnered with Shake Shack to serve their burgers on your next flight. But here's the deal. First class only.
Makes sense.
They're testing it right now from longer flights leaving from Boston. So it's not going to be immediately available like out of Philly or something. They're just testing it right
Gotcha.
now. But why wouldn't you like a Shake Shack burger on your flight?
It does sound great in theory. I don't know how they would make it nice and hot and good.
And they do
You know?
say that dry cabin air, cabin pressure, loud engine noise are some of the things that can actually impact the way our food tastes. So
Oh, wow.
that's why they want to test it to see if it's still good Shake Shack quality with all those other things.
That's kind of
You
cool.
know what I mean? Yeah. So also you're going to get a Caesar salad, chips, a dark chocolate brownie.
Yum.
Yeah. I think that's cool. All right, there's the scoop.
Chris and the Crew, 94.5 PST.
It's Chris and the crew. Good morning. It's 94.5 PST, your number one hit music station. It's Chris. It's Joe. It's the one who's mad at her guy friends. Gianna.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going on vacation with my boyfriend and some of our guy friends. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but we're going to Warped Tour. And whenever we do emo festival things, none of my girlfriends are fans of any of this music. So I always just go with my guy friends because that's who likes it. So we're going to Warped Tour in Washington, D.C. next June. Okay. I know it's a little
plenty
early.
of time.
Plenty of time. However, there's a festival going on, and all we have are the tickets. So we don't have train tickets. We don't have hotel. We don't have
When is
guys
it?
are dragging their
June,
feet, right?
What? 2025. But
No, you got to plan for that. Joe,
But
if
think
the
about how many
festival is planned. You got to get a hotel room, or there won't be any hotel rooms. Am I right?
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So book it.
Well, no.
You're going too, then take the lead.
I'm trying, but nobody ever, they're just so like, oh, it's next June. It's next June. This is just this. It's so funny because there's just a difference between men and women when it
Totally.
comes to vacationing and booking and planning.
Totally.
And I've never realized how great I have it with my boyfriend when it comes to this stuff because he's in tune. Like
I'm
he is
surprised
good
he
with
hasn't
it.
already booked a room.
I know.
If I were you, I would just book yourself a room before they're gone and then let the guys figure it out.
It's so funny because it's the same group when I went to Vegas last year. I went to them. I went with them because we went to another like pop punk festival and we had no plans except that we were going to the festival and we were there for 4 days and we show up and everybody's like, what are we doing? And I'm like, I have too much anxiety for this. We need to plan something.
Chris and the Crew, 94.5 PST. This was Chris and the Crew on Demand, sponsored by Trinity Rehab. Schedule an appointment now at trinity-rehab.com. Wake up with Chris and the Crew, weekdays 6 until 10 on your number one hit music station, 94.5 PST.